Welcome to episode 2 of Rambling About NHL Teams, and today we have the Calgary Flames. Making this harder on myself because I'm never going to give you up on repeat just playing in my ear, and I just want to see if I can do this, but this would be legendary if I could get through this whole video without somehow messing up. Kuzmenko, watch this nip. Aw, damn, bro. This team is very interesting. I mean, they were actually pretty alright last year. I mean, just a couple of years ago, they were like 100-point team, man. And now I don't really know what's happened, but they are going into a rebuild. So I can't really like blame the boys, you know what I'm saying? They traded Majipani in the offseason, right? I think that's the big move. They did sign Anthony Mantha, but I mean, I don't know how much that's going to do, right? You're in this stage of the rebuild, and I mean, the first year of a rebuild is always like your team seems so boring, right? You're just trying to get rid of contracts, but Flames fans will soon enjoy their team. You know, obviously you're trying to, oh my god, I can't focus, bro. I'm never going to give you up in my ear. How am I supposed to talk about the Calgary Flames? Yeah, I had to pause the music. Jesus, somebody count the voice cracks in this series. But the Calgary Flames, I mean, I think their brightest, like, oh my god, what even is their brightest piece? I guess it's the fact that, like, you guys are finally going into a rebuild and not being, like, too good to get a bad pick, but then also, like, not being bad enough to get a good pick. You know what? How did I miss that? What the hell? I mean, the best part, I think, for Flames fans, Zane Parekh is an absolute stud. Obviously, he's not going to play next year. At least, I don't think so. He did sign his entry-level contract a couple days ago, so, I mean, he could easily get some run, right? Oh my god, I just took a penalty against Great Britain out of all teams. As for, like, you know, players who are going to get traded, honestly, I think, like, this is going to hurt Flames fans, but, like, especially with this contract, I'm pretty sure he has 1 year left. He could have 2 years left, right? I could be wrong on that. But Rasmus Anderson, so many teams would love him. I know I would love him on the Jets, right? But like so many teams would love a guy like Rasmus Anderson, right shot defenseman, plays the game the right way, has so much like untapped potential, but has reached his potential. That made no sense, bruh. Okay, and then also, I mean, like, I don't think you trade your captain, right? I don't think anyone will take Uyghur for 8 years, although Mackenzie Uyghur is 100% worth that money. But like, right, like if you get that 8-year contract, you're committing to the 8 years, but he has looked amazing in Calgary. So I hope he gets traded to a contender, or he plays out the 8 years and remains this top pairing defenseman. But yeah, he's been incredible. Speaking of, he just walked straight through the entire team and just missed somehow. Wait, I need to focus. Okay, I just had to score a quick one with Uyghur so we could start talking. And then they did sign Jake Bean as well. Jake Bean, Oliver Shillington, two young offensive defensemen. I mean, that's going to be interesting. You got a pretty decent top four, right? Anderson, Uyghur, and then Shillington and Bean. Pair that, right, with Dustin Wolf and net. You got yourself a pretty good team there. Like, nothing that's going to contend, right? Like, I'm doing them right here because I think that they're going to finish in the, 7th spot in the Pacific, which honestly, for Flames fans, like, I wouldn't be too mad if I was you. I don't know how you guys are feeling, like, if you guys think this roster can make the playoffs. And oh my god, Coronado, this is why the coach does not play you. Yeah, Dustin Wolf, man, I know Flames fans are excited about him. I've heard a lot of people say he's going to be incredible, and honestly, I wouldn't put it past him. Like, I watched like a tiny bit of film of Dustin. Like, I know about Dustin Wolf, about his game a bit, but like I couldn't tell you like what his best skill and worst skill is. Like, I just kind of know he's like a good young goalie with a decent amount of potential, right? Decent amount is crazy for a guy who literally could be the starting goalie on a championship team if they do this rebuild, right? But yeah, I'd be excited if I was a Flames fan to see Markstrom gone, right? You get Dustin Wolf, you get that first round pick, right? So it's not going to be a first round pick is a first round pick. You know what I'm saying? And then, oh my god, another voice crack. All the the Devils, right? They could bottom out. You never know. So I mean, you're taking a shot in the dark there. But Jacob Markstrom for a first, like that. I mean, that's not a bad deal, especially when you have Justin Wolf in the realm, or not in the realm. What? In the system. But on the forward, let's move to the forward core now. I feel like I haven't talked about it at all. But a couple players I'm personally excited about for the Flames. Connor Zary, man, he is like I don't know, bro. He's just a good player. He's a fun young player, right? The Flames don't have too many young players who could be. I don't know how to explain it, but like Connor Zary is one of them, and I feel like I don't know. I feel like he's gonna have a really good year next year. I'd hope for Flames fans' sake, right? I know like a decent amount of them are pretty high on him, so you know, I hope they're right. I hope he turns out to be great. And then Matthew Coronado as well. I hope Coronado breaks out. I know he was supposed to kind of break out last year, if my memory serves me correct, and he kind of didn't do that. But I mean, he has a good shot, bro. Like, of the little I've watched of him, because again, I didn't watch too much Calgary, but yeah. Speaking of Coronado, he just scored. But are there any young players I'm forgetting? I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. Kuzmenko, I wouldn't really call him young, right? But he was incredible. Was it last year or a couple years ago? He had like 70-something points. So I hope he gets back to that for Flames fans' sakes, right? Like, he was incredible. I don't know what he did last year, I'm gonna be honest. I have no clue if he was good. Oh wait, so it's 2 years ago. I don't like just like off the top of my head, I don't think he got 74 again. That'd be kind of crazy if he got more, but I highly doubt it. Yeah, they have Anthony Mantha, which is kind of crazy. I don't even know it. Like, I feel like I remember seeing that, but I feel like that's like Anthony Mantha would want to go to a contender. I don't know, man. But that's Mantha's decision, not mine. What if he's not even on the team and I'm just yapping? For Flames fans, I mean, you kind of want to build up the value of some of your assets, right? Jonathan Huberdeau, bro. Like, I don't know. For me, like, the way I think of players like Huberdeau, like, if you were once that, bro, you got it in you. Like, it's not like Huberdeau's, like, 46 years old and he just, like, sucks now because he's 46, right? Like, this dude, he can get back to that. I believe that. Like, not 100 points, obviously, but a decent amount. Like, he could get back to being like what all the Flames fans thought. You know, I don't think anybody expected, at least I didn't at the time, Huberdeau to go back to back with 100, right? I didn't really expect that. But I mean, I don't know, he's never gonna get back to that, but he will. Like, I feel like if you have 100 points at some point, if you got it in you. And Kadri, obviously, I mean, he's just a guy that anybody would want. That contract is kind of crazy, which makes me think that's the reason they haven't traded him. Or they're waiting for the right trade, I guess. Or maybe they just love him in Calgary. Like, I've heard some people say he could be the captain after Backlund, but I don't even know, like, what the Flames are going to do with him. But yeah, you want Huberdeau and Kadri playing top-notch hockey. You have Sharon Govich, who's another asset. I think Sharon Govich can get a first-round pick for sure. It could be a late one, right? But, like, it's a first-round pick's a first-round pick at the end of the day. How? What? Coleman as well. He's on a pretty good contract, honestly. I need to check some stats out, bro, before I just yap away. Because, like, Blake Coleman in my head is like a pretty good two-way player. He scored 20 goals a couple seasons ago. I don't know his stats from last year. I forgot to mention in the Sharks video, I am a casual, so like this is hard to talk about teams that I don't know too much about, even though like I know a decent amount about the Flames, but like I don't know the exact like stats and numbers. I just kind of go off the eye test, and Blake Coleman passes the eye test for me. I want to hear what Flames fans think in the comments. What are you guys excited for this year? I have you guys finishing 7th. Do you guys think higher, lower? and I'll see you guys in the next video.